This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Welcome back to the Graveyard Club podcast. Today we talk about Circus of Horrors from 1960. There's a bit of drama on today's episode now, I have to be honest with you. Dee did not like this film. We only watched it last night, so basically today's episode is going to be me just running down the story and giving my thoughts, but Dee is pure slating the film. But it's entertainment, so give it a listen. Tell me what you think.
I am Dracula.
Hello, good evening. What are we drinking today?
Dee's after making us two lovely
Cream egg coffees. Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. I think a little tradition out of the podcast is to have a coffee with it. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's usually a drink, but the last one
No,
now
will
has
be
been
healthy, yeah.
coffee. We'll start in the year 2024 fucking.
And you're getting on the coffee buzz, which I'm appreciating.
Yeah, like
It took you years, I think.
Yeah. Like it'll still take me a while before I'm going into coffee shops and ordering coffee. Like when you make them and I'll say, yeah, fuck it, go and try me on them.
Yeah, but you can't, you said it yourself, you can't help the smell.
Oh,
when
no,
you smell it.
Especially
when you're boiled, like when you're...
You've been using the Italian, what are they called? They throw on the cooker.
The mochas.
I'm sure our Italian viewers, if we have any, will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think it's a mocha.
Mm.
But,
they turned out really nice. They turned out really nice. But today, we're back to talk about a bit of an older film. It's not a Hammer film, so Dave, relax yourself. It's not actually a Hammer film, although it kind of looks like a Hammer film. So, you might have heard me talking about this before. Legend is a channel we watch every Sunday.
I will admit that channel is very good.
It's good, and it's nice and cozy. It's nice and cozy on a Sunday to watch when there's nothing to be doing.
Sorry, I'm just making you put that.
We won't say what that is. But every Sunday there's two bangers of films on, and they're usually like they could be old Universal ones or Hammer films. But last night the Circus of Horrors was on about 11 o'clock.
Seem worth the living, and you don't really care who you are when you feel there's no one beside.
Now women woke early the next day, but I said fuck it, I'm gonna stay up and watch it. But I did like it. The director Sidney Hayers, I think that was a first time director. I've never really heard of that name before. But
I don't know if we'd hear or if we'd know of anything else. But
anyways. No, and the stars now. The main fella in it is German, and his name is Anton.
Mm-hmm.
Anton, what's that name? Diffling. He plays the doctor. He's basically he's like a mad surgeon. We'll get into him. Yvonne Monlaur, she's beautiful. She's in The Brides of Dracula. You may know her. And Donald Pleasance is in this fucking film.
Donald Pleasance, is it?
Yeah, it was fucking Halloween. We'll
quite young.
He's very young in it.
Because what year is this? 47, is it?
Yeah, but the film came out in 1960.
Oh, right, okay, sorry. Yeah,
but it's so... We'll get into the plot anyway. So okay, it's set in England in 1947, so it's 2 years after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And it follows a surgeon, Dr. Schuler, and he's basically on the run from the police. He's after fucking up a botch job. He does facelifts.
Yeah.
So he changes like women that have scars, he changed them into beautiful women, and he fucked it up. So he's basically on the run with his partner and her brother. It's like a little trio of them. It's a weird little crew that he had. So he basically changes his appearance with his magic fucking surgery, and he still looks very similar, I'll be honest.
How does he have these abilities in 47?
I don't know, he's just a talented surgeon.
Wait.
Right, fuck up.
Talented surgeon.
But anyway, like, he's magic. I don't know, he's very good. But
right.
So they're on the run,
okay.
basically. More him. So they flee to France. The doctor changes his name, all this type of stuff. So they're on the run, and you come across this young girl and she's a scar on her face. So
Very badly done, by the way.
Very badly done, presumably from the war, I'd reckon. So the gang,
The gang?
the gang go and meet the young girl's father, and that's Vinay. If you remember him, he's the drunk, and he's played by Donald Pleasance. Now I didn't know if it was Donald Pleasance or if it was one of the Skarsgård's fucking granddad or fucking dad.
Yeah, one of the Skarsgårds. The rabbit hole of Skarsgårds. I can't even get into it. But
They seem to get brought up every single episode.
Yeah, we need to stop bringing them up. It's
everything.
girl.
But anyway, yeah, Donald Pleasance plays the circus owner Vinay, an old drunk. He almost looks unrecognisable, I'll be honest with you. But the doctor's now showing interest in helping the circus owner's daughter and explaining his talent and blah blah. But he also wants in on that fucking circus cash.
I didn't know circus generates a lot of cash.
I don't know. Maybe he had a vision for it.
Right.
So this is when Vinay he does actually kind of suss out that the doctor is on the run.
Is Vinay a male now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how they pronounce it in the film. So he kind of susses the doctor out that he's on the run, but still agrees with him because he's helping his daughter and he's bringing his great medical skills to the circus.
Yeah.
You know, so he performs the surgery on the young girl. Her name is Nicole, I think. She actually comes into it later, and she's older. And he performs the surgery, and it's successful.
She's beautiful.
But late that night, the two of them get absolutely piss drunk together, and they walk.
Wait, how? The surgeon and the dad?
Yeah, the surgeon and the circus owner did that, and they're walking through the circus, and one of the acts in the circus is a dancing brown bear.
Oh, I vaguely remember
this
one.
Yeah. And Vinay approaches the bear and starts to fucking dance.
Oh, and yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
What I don't have down here, he drops the bottle. He drops like a glass bottle, and he hurts the bear.
Yeah.
And the bear basically mauls him.
Kind of attacks. Well,
it kills him. Mauls him.
But yeah.
And although this looks real suspicious now, this is going to be the first case of many murders or killings in this fucking circus.
Did he actually set that up, or did that just happen? Was it a freak accident?
No, he didn't set it up. That happened, but he could have helped.
Yeah, I know, and he didn't. He stood there
He stood there. So now he's now full owner of the circus.
Just by chance, or was that?
Because the two of them went in that night on ownership.
Oh, dirty bastard! Right.
So it just happened perfectly.
I did watch this film, but as you can tell, I wasn't that interested. So I was kind of intermittently watching it, but I did actually. So
yeah, this is why I brought you on, so see if we can change our mind about the film.
I don't even have it. Okay, anyways.
I'll ask you at the end of the episode if it worked. But he basically then goes out to find more people with disfigured faces to bring them to the circus. There's a scene where he's in a bar and a prostitute robs and kills a man, and she has a scar on his face, bribes her to come back to the circus and all this, and changes her and she looks beautiful. Blah blah blah. So it skips 10 years later, and now the circus is a much bigger show, full of good-looking women, suspiciously. Because every woman that he's changing with a scar is coming back to beautiful now. Do you know what I mean? Like, at this point in the film. So now the circus is just full of
And how is he
women.
doing these all faceless, or is he
faceless.
robbing people's faces, or what?
No, just pure faceless.
So
Nothing more
why is
to
there
it.
so many people getting killed in?
This is we'll get into this now.
Okay.
But the show in the Berlin comes to a tragic end. Remember the throne knife scene?
Yeah, well, yes.
So
which was planted though.
Which was planted.
For what reason? I don't know.
She wanted out. There's a scene where that performer goes to him and she says she wanted out of the circus.
Is that in the dressing room kind of thing?
Yeah, before this happens. So there's a scene where it's one of the acts and the girl goes out.
Very minor scene, by the way, sorry.
Apparently that got butchered, but the girl, obviously, if you ever seen a circus, she's strapped to a moving wheel, and there's a fella dressed up as a Indian chief throwing fucking daggers at her.
Yeah.
But fucking the doctor's partner's brother, know how there's three of them?
The accomplice now,
yeah,
isn't it?
the accomplice, he goes underneath and messes with the electrics underneath the stage. And, do you know what I mean?
The wheel stops.
The wheel stops, and she does. Now, I did read that was meant to be like a longer scene, like there's like a lot more blood or
because
graphics
until
or
you explain that just there, anybody, well, I don't know about anybody else, but it's not very obvious why that's done.
Bev's Video Kingdom. Because the movies won't talk about themselves. So Andy crawls through this river of shit. He comes out, visits a dozen banks, and no one's like, I'm a little concerned about the guy in the suit.
Right.
It smells like shit.
You mean the guy that literally washed himself in a river full of shit and is supposed to suddenly smell good?
Dude, that's completely the mall rat stink palm, which takes like 3 or 4 days to wash off.
Oh, last time I scratched my ass, it smelled like Bigfoot's dick for a week.
Bev's Video Kingdom. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And you're just like, alright, you know.
Yeah.
But anywho, sorry, carry on.
So now, like, now there's drama within the circus with all the girls fighting over who should be the top act.
Yeah.
Because now that girl is dead.
Yeah.
And during one of the shows, sorry.
Are you a bit sinusy?
Huh?
Sinusy?
A little bit.
Shout out to Sinex. We need a sponsor because we're addicted.
But anyway, he approached a girl called Melina. She's another disfigured girl. The doctor likes her and wants to help her. Not only that, he wants to marry her, the dirty little fucker.
Hey.
So if you remember the little girl that we were talking about when they force...
The age gap there though
What?
would be about what? 20 years?
What, the doctor? Oh yeah.
From him and the girl
I'd say so, yeah.
that he wants to marry.
Probably.
But we're talking what now? It's 57 probably now because you said
Yeah.
10 years later. So
Well, no,
Maybe that was an
Melina
old
is
thing.
not the same girl as the girl Nicole is. That's who I'm going to be talking about now.
Sakes.
Melina is just another performer.
I keep getting mixed up.
But the little girl that introduced the gang to the father at the start when they were in France, her name is Nicole. And yeah, she's the daughter, and she's played by Yvonne Monlaur. Do you remember her in Brides of Dracula? She's a French actress. I think she was only really in this one and the Brides of Dracula. I'm not really sure she was in many.
Black hair?
No, the red hair, French girl. She was the main character in the Brides of Dracula. And she goes to the castle.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's real good looking. Anyway, but
She was.
She was, yeah, 1960s. Like, but anyway, there's a reporter there that's chatting her up. But what he's really there for is to expose the doctor and all the weird killings that's been happening. So you have to remember the circus owner,
Yes.
the one that he's on the run from. So that's
Yeah.
where they're trying to make the connection from. And then the other girl died in the circus act.
So what name is he gone by?
He has a new name.
Doctor
now.
what?
I have it here.
Has he been gone by the whole time? What were we calling him?
Schuler.
Schuler. But that's not his.
And his real, I think his original name is Rosevit.
Okay.
So he changed his name. Yeah. So a reporter is chatting her up, and he's basically only there to expose about all these weird fucking killings that's been happening in the circus. Elisa is one of the top performers, and he overhears the two of them talking about the doctor. So she now knows his real name and blackmails him to try get hit. Like, she'll expose him now if you don't put me to the top act.
Yeah.
Type of thing. You know what I mean? So later on, he actually put the snake in her trailer. Tries to kill her. Doesn't happen. She
I remember
escapes.
that.
Yeah, remember that. She still ends up doing the show.
Why? This is what I didn't get. Why would you still go
Still
ahead
in the
and
show.
get
I don't know. Maybe full of
loophole again? Like, but
weird. But do you remember the act that she done? And she's fucking swinging around in ropes and all this type of stuff. But there's a part where she's wrapping it around her neck and she's swinging it around like this. You remember that?
Yeah.
Anyway, again, they tamper with it and she falls to her death and she dies.
yeah.
So everything is starting to come to an end for the doctor, I think. There's a part where he's attacked by tigers. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
And he comes back and he fucking...
Or the bandage. Yeah.
Well, maybe even worse, a girl shows up, Evelyn, her name is, and she actually recognises him from his real name.
From prior.
From prior to the circus, you know?
Oh yeah. Did he ever do anything on her? Surgery.
No, but she
she
has a
just
fucked up.
knows.
She has a fucked up face, and
She wants.
and she wants him to do it, but it's when she sees him, do you know. So, and then again, one more fucking incident happens. Melina gets killed by the lions when she's doing that lion and taming act. I'm sure you remember that one as well. So the doctor's furious. He ends up stabbing his own partner in the back and killing her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why so many people dying?
I know. I fucking brilliant. Kills her, but the brother ends up escaping, and he ends up calling for the cops. But not before your man let out a gorilla to chase after the doctor. The fella in in a fucking monkey suit. Like at that.
It just gets more and more bizarre as you go on.
Yeah, at that part I was like, Jesus Christ, you showed us real lions, real tigers and animals and all that, and then there's a fella in the cheapest looking gorilla suit I've ever seen. So Evelyn, the girl that recognised the doctor, ends up telling Nicole. Now, remember, Nicole's been calling the doctor uncle because the father died and he's been basically minding her, looking after her the whole time. So she's calling him uncle the whole time.
Yeah.
But she wants to, like her and the reporter fucking smitten with each other. So Evelyn tells the two of them, yeah, he's a phony, like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's not his real name. He's actually on the run.
So skedaddle. So
goodbye, like.
Yeah.
So there's a big, huge, dramatic chase scene at the end, and I swear to God, it actually goes on for about 5 minutes.
This whole film goes on for too long, anyways. But
no, what? Anyway, Evelyn ends up flattening him with the car, kills him,
good ending, and it's just,
and that's our plot.
it's insane. It's very non-cohesive, like it just makes no sense. Well, it does make sense in a way, like I get it, but it's just bizarre. So many unnecessary deaths, and it's really like, I don't know.
So like you didn't like that even after we read through the story there?
It's not that I didn't like it, I'm just
like, I'm debating on buying that on Blu-ray.
Oh my god. Where you do
like,
you like, oh, but that just, yeah.
Honest God, I think that's,
you have this little kink for these films, I don't.
Yeah, you like some of them.
Yeah, but I just don't think we should be sitting here chatting about them.
I don't know. I think there's a good viewership for the old fucking films as well.
I don't think so. That's why I'm kind of like.
Well, let's see if this cracks more than 200 views in one day, and maybe 5 likes in the first 24 hours if you can get that done.
Well.
But anyway, what did you think of the Doctor? He's played by Anto, I'll call him, Diffling. He is a German actor, and he was known. He played like a lot.
He's a bit of
like a bit of him now.
Well,
I'll be honest,
like,
he's slick. He is slick. I did like him, and
Yeah,
he's a good
a
actor.
little
He played a lot of like Nazi soldiers.
you can tell. I was just going to say.
Yeah, doesn't he?
can
Has
tell,
that fucking look
He
off him.
has that neo look off him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yvonne Monlaur, good as always. Donald Pleasance as the fucking drunk, French drunk. Fuck me, that was a mad little surprise seeing him like that.
It just was. It didn't suit him.
It didn't seem like he was about.
Not saying he wasn't good. It's just like, what the fuck.
He was
like?
about fucking 10 stone like lighter than I'd normally see him when he's in Halloween. I was just mad to see him, but again, the acting was done very well. This film always reminds me of the Vampire Circus as well. Do you remember that?
To be honest, they all blend into one really because
of the circus thing. This one, Vampire
not
Circus.
even just because this is gonna sound very haterish.
No, this is why I have you on. Like that, like there's nothing wrong with having two opinions on a film. Like, not everyone is here for these films.
No, I just think a lot of films around that time kind of, except the ones that were outstanding, as in The Exorcist, Rosemary's Baby, Suspiria, stuff like that. This was around the
time of Rosemary's Baby.
These ones are just bog standard kind of copycat films.
Do you not think that's a good idea?
Yeah, but like
that, like a modern. I'm surprised nobody's actually made a remake
because it's not that good. I don't know what you were so obsessed with. I don't think it's that like it's
the idea of a crazy surgeon taking over a circus.
Yeah, but that whole story is too erratic. Somebody would have to change the whole story, and in that sense, then it's not the same film. So the story is whack.
But
it's like as expected for a film of its time. Again, I don't know why we're sitting here.
Yeah. If you're comparing this to The Bride of Dracula, would you prefer The Bride of Dracula? That's from the exact same year, 1960, on the dot.
It's The Bride of Dracula.
She goes to the castle and like she looks down the balcony and
yeah,
Dracula's
probably
there.
for that. Yeah, but this is
just not it. No,
it's kind of like a wannabe freak show, weird kind of. I don't know. It's not it, but for you, it's it, and that's okay.
What did you think about the song?
Love the
song. Think about it.
Oh no, you're not getting me singing today. I'm not singing every day.
Catchy little number.
Wait, I did like the tune.
I did like that, but they utilised it a fucking lot in there.
It was replayed about 7 times. Again,
I was actually about to say 7 times there. Bang on. I think it's about 7 times or something like that. That is it here. But I'm not complaining. It's good song.
Actually haunting though by the end of it.
Yeah, but in fairness, it's like that song in Saltburn.
What do you mean? That was only played once at the end. You do know that?
What, in the podcast? Oh yeah,
what
I
do
know
you
in the
mean?
film.
Yeah.
I know, but like it's stuck to me fucking head though.
That's just because you're hearing it everywhere.
And
Do you know what I mean?
fucking-
That's not the film, so it was played once at the end. Like.
I laced that last podcast with that song as well.
Yeah,
Didn't do
of
it about
course
4
you
times.
did. Yeah, because you didn't think out the box and put any other songs in.
Yeah, they got copyrighted as well. So
Yeah, if next time I'm saying I'm doing the editing, so and we'll see the difference if there is one.
right.
Life is scary when you wake up and realise that you texted your ex a you up text. Yeah, we all deal with those Sunday scaries. The oh shit, stressful, nervous, can't sleep, dread feelings that hit you on a Sunday evening when you're thinking about work or school or just life for tomorrow. Unfortunately, you can feel that same pit in your stomach any day of the week. Sunday scary CBD gummies were made to defeat the crap life throws at us. These are the perfect CBD gummies for professionals on the grind, super moms, students, party animals, regretful drunk sexters, and everybody in between. I am a terrible sleeper. My scaries tend to hit me at night time, so I end up spending precious noon hours staring at the ceiling questioning life. So I'm always looking for new ways to get better sleep. Sunday scary CBD gummies help me decompress, clear my mind and fall asleep so I can wake up like a fully functioning human being. We all have the right to live scare-free. So whether you need to take the edge off, calm your mind, sleep better, or just chill, take 2 CBD gummies every day to keep those scaries away. Let me save you with our 10% discount. Visit sundayscaries.com and use our promo code GRAVEYARD. That's GRAVEYARD, all capital letters, for 10% off at sundayscaries.com.
Go into our ratings and what we didn't like, and then I'll let you go. Dee, thanks for being here today.
Oh, you're making it sound
No.
fucking-
I'll be honest with you, I dragged her onto this because she hates talking about these old films.
It's not that I'm talking about stuff that I don't know, and the reason I don't really know it is because I cannot force myself to sit there and watch a full one. I physically can't do it. It just reminds me of those Sundays where I'd be hungover to shit, riddle in fear, and then my dad be watching that. He'd be watching like
Them old 60 films. Yeah.
and like he's not an old man.
Yeah.
It just was so unsettling. I was like, this feels like a fucking nursing home. But anyways,
Well, I'm not an old man either.
exactly. So why are we sitting here watching them?
Yeah, I
You're
don't
allowed,
know.
Like you're allowed. You like them. That's fine. But
I know when there's a lack of shit, when there's a lack of good horror films coming out in the world, I go backwards.
yeah, but you're going way too fucking far back.
I've went all the way back.
Yeah,
You know that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So can you skip about 20 years
Yeah.
maybe from
I'll
that?
be honest with you, like I say 80% of the movies on this channel are probably from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, like
So,
you need to
yeah.
change it up. Like,
Yeah, I know, but here it's not
can I
Hammer.
hold your hair? And you're saying that you're changing it up now after this, or no?
Yeah, I'll change up. But you'll have to start coming on and telling me
Yeah, I'm
films
not
that you
coming
like.
on if this is this crap again.
Right. Fuck off, really. Alright. Promise you. If it's 80s or below, I won't bother on you because you like your 80s films.
No, it's not that. I just think we should be doing what the people would like to hear.
I'm
Like there's
telling
probably
you,
about
there's a-
5 people that want to hear this.
Fuck off, like me fucking The Bride of Frankenstein, that's from the 30s and on
Yeah,
top
but
of way
that's a
2000
niche because
views.
you can. Yeah, okay. This is just another one from the 60s.
But
See what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, this one could be a bit too niche.
It's not even anyway niche. It will literally blend into another one of the Frankenstein fucking, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, here, hopefully not.
Jekyll, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, positive vibes out there, guys.
Sorry, I'm being negative again, but you told me
No,
to tell that honest opinion.
I'm only messing. It's just because it was the second time we seen it. And
Was
it? Oh, yeah, yeah.
See, do you know what I mean? Like,
You didn't even watch it the first time.
so why? Alright, okay, sorry.
Right, ratings good, and then we'll wrap up. What did you think of Donald Pleasance, actually? I thought he was very good, but
Didn't even know it was fucking him.
no, I thought it was a Skarsgård. But
I didn't know who it was.
for
but it
the
was
1960s, the acting was
atrocious as always.
no spot on, because the acting was cheesy back then anyway. But I thought it was good. It was fun.
No, the acting wasn't the worst. And I know that because I don't remember. And I would remember if it was really, really bad acting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll probably give it that.
It was cleverly shot. I thought I did like the scenes of the circus and all. It definitely was trying to copy the way Hammer looked. It wasn't a Hammer film. I think it was actually an American film. Don't know, because Don't know, but like it was definitely made to look like one of them Hammer films. Like, what's it called? What?
Oh yeah, Circus
of Horrors. Never really heard of Sidney Hare's. But I did hear one thing on the internet actually that this is meant to be part of a trilogy, like a kind of unofficial trilogy. There's another one called The Horror of the Black Museum. Comment below if you heard of that one. Like, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. This just says Lynx Films Limited.
But I don't know. I'm pretty sure they were American.
Yeah, US. Yeah.
But as much as I do like the film, I wouldn't rate it that fucking high. Do you know? So don't be thinking. In fairness, I put it at 4 out of 5.
What are you off? Okay, right.
But
I'm gonna give it a solid fucking 1.
I'm gonna be a bit more critical today, and there wasn't enough fucking gore or something like that in it. Like it wasn't.
There wasn't anything. It was just.
Looking back at it now, like, but like I thought it was done really good. The gorilla suit was a letdown. I probably would have left that scene out of it.
Again, wouldn't class this as a horror. This is like a shitey thriller from the 60s. A wannabe horror. That's shelved for a day that you're in the humour for this type of genre. You know? Yeah.
And sorry, just before we give our phone ratings and fucking say goodbye, I just want to say the podcasts of the month on the network are Bev's Video Kingdom, Kindness Matters podcast, and the Barrel Age Flicks.
Cool.
I listen to all of them actually, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to all of them. Telling you, like, the best place to listen to podcasts is over on that website. But my final rating is gonna be fucking a 3 out of 5.
Mine is a 1, and that's all.
Just pure fucking hate now, aren't you?
I'm not.
Aren't you?
No, I could go low.
You could go lower than that?
Yeah, I'm giving it 1.
Right. If you made it this far, just like say thanks for watching. As always.
Thanks for liking and subscribing and vibing.
We're almost at 300 subs, so fucking help us. Fucking keep us going there, like, come on, like. I think we're on fucking 280 now.
Help me out, Giza.
And the Patreon and all. Sort me out, Giza.
Well, the Patreon is a bit of a skeleton at the minute. That is in the works, so. But.
We're wondering what to do over there.
I'm not even going to get into it because until I start seeing a bit of sound, I'm not putting any effort. No, I'm joking. Anywho,
any indie fucking horror directors out there that need any blurbs or movie reviews,
I'm actually
as well.
surprisingly good.
We are. We have a blurb in a fairly popular film.
Yes.
I'll leave a link for that in the description as well. That was
I don't know
very
if we're allowed to talk about it. I don't know if it's out yet.
Oh, it is.
We won't.
It's out. No, it's out now. It's out now. That's what we got.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
anywho,
well, again,
see you next time.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, follow on fucking Spotify as well. Leave a rating over there. That's important.
I always forget that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's always about YouTube. But anyway, thanks for watching. Dee, again, thanks for coming. Very hard to get you these days, but it's alright though.
So dramatic. Bye.
When life doesn't seem worth the living, and you don't really care who you are, when you feel there's no one beside you.
It's alive! I am Dracula.
In a world where podcasts have become bland and stale, one podcast dares to stand above. Barrel Age Flicks Podcast.
We're reviewing drinks,
breaking down movies, busting each other's balls. And we're big in Hong Kong.
Barrel Age Flicks Season 4. It's in the bottle.
Yeah! Available on Spotify, Apple Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, and OnlyFans.